poetic phrase. Are we talking about a literal bird's nest tucked into a cliffside? Or could this be a metaphor, like a hidden cabin, a retreat, or even a secret lab in the clouds? If it's a real nest, imagine a raven's fortress of sticks perched on a granite ledge, woven with moss and lined with fur. It holds eggs the color of storm clouds, guarded like treasure. Or maybe the nest is a place, like an artist's hideaway, or a meditation dome where people go to reconnect with silence. Could even be a tech billionaire's glass cube jutting off a peak, all solar panels and ambition. Want me to spin a story once we decide what kind of nest we're talking about? Okay, let's say the nest is an old watchtower, forgotten, half covered in ivy, perched on the highest ridge of these misty mountains. Centuries ago, a lonely guardian lived here, scanning the horizon for smoke or invaders. Now, it's been reclaimed by nature and nightingales. But last spring, a group of stonemasons and dreamers arrived. They didn't tear it down, they wove into it. Added a glass dome that doesn't disturb the stones, just hugs them. Inside, warm wood, a wood stove, bookshelves curved to the wall, and a telescope pointed at the stars. It's not owned by anyone, it's a gift. Hikers who make the 8-hour climb can stay one night. They leave only a story in the journal and take only photos. The rule? Come empty. Leave full. At dawn, the mist curls around the tower like a cat. You sip tea and watch the sun burn through the fog, turning the valley gold. No Wi-Fi. No noise. Just breath, bird call, and the quiet hum of being exactly where you need to be. Some say if you listen closely at sunrise, the mountain whispers back. Now I'm wondering, would you stay the night? Well, the nest isn't empty, but it's not quite occupied either. It's more like shared. The permanent resident, a pair of peregrine falcons. They built their scrape, that's what they called a nest without sticks, on the northern ledge years before the humans came. They return every spring fierce and fast, and no one dares touch their corner. You'll hear them before you see them, a sharp, chattering cree-cree echoing off the stone. Then there's the red squirrel they call Mayor Twig. He's bold, lives in the eaves, and steals crumbs if you leave your journal open too long. Some say he's the real guardian. And the humans? They come and go. Hikers, poets, a biologist once tracking missed orchids, even a pianist who played a tiny keyboard under the stars. They don't live there. They visit, like pilgrims of peace. But some whisper about something else, not quite seen, just felt. A presence in the walls. Could be the wind. Could be memory. Or maybe the mountain dreaming through the nest. So what lives there? Birds, old squirrels, quiet humans. And maybe, just maybe, a little magic that refuses to be named. Flying away from the nest. Now that's a moment. Imagine standing at the edge, wind tugging at your coat like it's testing your courage. You're not literally flying, of course. But what if you were? The peregrine pair? They launched like arrows. 1 second perch, the next gone, diving at 200 miles an hour in a hunting suit. That's what freedom looks like. Precise, fearless, born of height and habit. But for us humans? Leaving the nest is quieter. You zip the backpack, close the heavy oak door, and start down the trail. The mist still clings, but now it feels different, not like a veil, but a companion. With every switchback, the valley grows clearer. The silence you carried up. It starts to hum birdsong returns, then a distant cowbell, then the murmur of a village waking. You're not escaping. You're returning, but changed. Because the thing about flying away from the nest isn't the departure, it's knowing you can come back. That piece isn't a place, it's a rhythm. Up to be still, down to be seen. And somewhere in between, you remember who you really are. So, are you ready to descend? Or do you want to hover here a little longer?